Stephen A was meeting with McGregor, man, and McGregor's just doing his thing, and he's, loud and boisterous, right? But there was something he said that I think was telling to me when I heard it, like, oh man, I don't think his passion's in it, right? So he's going on, and they're asking him, like, Stephen A's asking him the way Stephen A does, what do you say to the people who say you lost the last fight and you ain't got it no more, you done fell off, right? And Connor's like, yeah, of course I lost the fight. Like, sometimes you got to take the loss. The loss is what you need, in order to unlock the next level of success, right? Like, defeat, like you got to eat that, but, now I'm back and I'm the worst kind of person you want to fight, right? Cause I'm hungry. I'm a fat cat that's hungry. And as soon as I heard that, I said, a fat cat that's hungry.
Great impressions, by the way.
Thank you. I've been working on these.
Practicing on that one.
Working on these just a little bit. Lennox enjoys my random impersonation of voices.
There you go.
He's like, hey, that doesn't sound like my dad. That's hilarious. He just cackles in my face. But yeah, so like I heard that and my antennas went up because like there's no level of hunger that can be matched than the hunger that's felt from an empty stomach. So for you to acknowledge, hey, I'm a fat cat, I'm doing well, I'm sitting well, but I'm still hungry. Mm-hmm. Those two things just they don't jive, right? And I almost felt like he was trying to sell himself on, you know what I mean, like getting in the right mindset to be able to persevere. And I know for some of our folks that may be listening, and again, this is not a sports podcast, right? But these sports topics come up, and there's obviously a parallel between, just leadership and perseverance and winning, and you want to win as an entrepreneur in the business that you're building. But my mind immediately goes to, all right, well, he doesn't sound convinced himself, right? So this is what he's saying right now. What is he telling himself when he doesn't want to run the 10 miles? Mm-hmm. When he doesn't want to hit the gym, when he doesn't want to push out the additional rep, like what is he telling himself to push through, right? Because to me, what I hear is somebody who has no desire to do any of this stuff anymore, right? It's necessary because he's good at it. He can draw a check from it, right? But he's not the same cat that was 18, 19 years old, a plumber's apprentice, ain't got nothing in his pocket, got a girlfriend who's expecting, you know what I mean? And he's trying to get it. There's no way that this is his passion anymore. And then I naturally think about the example of what's possible when you are consistently pursuing your passion. And you and I, we talked about this man plenty of times. We were blue in the face. Tom Brady, Tampa Brady, right? Tommy B. And what motivates him. And I don't know if we shared this on the pod before you and I, the thing that we've committed to memory from interviews and like what drives this man is his passion is simple. It's not to win rings. It's to throw the perfect spiral. Mm-hmm. Right. And the beauty in that, like the simplicity of the process, he's just like, bro, my passion is to just throw the perfect spiral. Like, I still feel like I haven't done that yet. So what does that mean for his work ethic, his grind, right? His commitment, his willing to push through the adversity, his willingness to, I think it was it Charles Barkley? Did you hear that interview where Charles Barkley was talking about, because they did the whole golfing thing here recently, which I did not watch, but I caught some of the highlights on IG, mostly the stuff of him and Aaron Rodgers giving each other crap and throwing the ball back and forth, which I thought was cool. That was the best part of the whole entire golf event, was Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers throwing the football. But what Charles Barkley was saying, he's like, yo, to me, Tom Brady is the greatest athlete in the history of football, which is a huge claim to make because you got people who are ridiculous. Like, I'm thinking about Lawrence Taylor. I'm thinking about all these other people. But he's saying he's the greatest athlete because he played 18 holes with Tom Brady on a Saturday, came back on Sunday to play another 18 holes. And when he pulled up, Tom Brady was doing wind sprints in the parking lot, before playing 18 holes because he was getting ready for training camp that was going to start next week. That's a man who is motivated by the passion to throw the perfect spiral, because this is a 6-7-time world champion, multiple time MVP, has multiple NFL records, all-time records, right? Is solidified as a GOAT to, like, by every measurement. And on a Sunday when he's supposed to be playing golf, is running wind sprints in the parking lot. Bruh. And so I'm thinking about that, and I'm looking at Conner McGregor have this conversation about being a fat cat that's hungry. And everything about him tells me you ain't running no wind sprints in no parking lot, right? Because your passion is not this. And there's nothing wrong with that when you think about him. He needs to find out what his passion is, right? But my challenge, I guess our challenge to our entrepreneurs is, as you're thinking about that, like, are you actively pursuing and working towards your passion, right? Like, that's a key ingredient, defining what your passion is and then actively working towards that, because that's going to give you the energy to pull from deep and run whatever is the equivalent of wind sprints for your business, right? To grow your business.
Be passionate about your business and be passionate about the people that you're looking to serve. If you do those things and continuously remember your why, right, and the reasons that you're doing what you're doing, those North Stars, those things that you look to in those moments where things are the toughest, will help you to continue to move forward.